Hey there, this is Vivian, and I am here today to share with you a little bit about the start of my journey as a new student at Western Governors University. So, just to give you a little background about why I'm a new student in um, Western Governors University. First of all, I'm not a brand new student. I actually have 2 degrees already. My first degree is a bachelor's from Northwestern in psychology. And then my second degree is a master's in elementary education from Stanford. And currently I'm a math and reading interventionist at the school that I work with, and I'm hoping to move further up on the salary schedule, so I'm going to need to get my master's plus 30. So through WGU, I hope to get my plus 30 and in the process get another master's degree, which I don't really need, but the plus 30 is awesome. So if I get 30 credits and a master's degree along with that, sure, I'll take it. So I chose WGU for a number of reasons. Number one, it's online, super convenient, super flexible, very important for someone as busy as I am because I'm always doing all kinds of stuff. Number two, the financial part is number one. This is the part I really want to emphasize. So basically, WGU is a little different than other universities in that it doesn't have students pay by the credit hour, but you pay by the session. So the sessions at WGU are 6 months, and during that 6-month session, you can complete as little or as much of your course of your course of study, I should say, since it's a bunch of courses, but you can do as little or as much as you are capable of doing. So for example, I've read from other people who've actually gotten their master's degree, like MBA or another type of master's degree. They've been able to finish it in 4.5 months, or any time less than 6 months. And 6 months is one session. So here's the wonderful part: if you're able to finish your course of study in one session, you're paying that one fee for that one session, and that one fee is about $3,000. So to be able to say that you got your master's degree for $3,000, I'd have to say that's probably one of the best deals you're going to get out there. And so that is my big goal going into this. It's to be able to get my master's degree in 6 months or less. Now let's say that I didn't get it done in 6 months. Maybe things got a little crazy. Even if I didn't and I had to extend it to 12 months for 2 sessions, that's still around $6,000. And where else are you going to get a master's degree for $6,000? If you know, let me know, because I'd like to know that so I could share that with everyone, because I've really been telling everyone about WGU because I think it's a fabulous deal for a master's degree. So anyway, those are the two big reasons that I've chosen WGU versus other options to get my plus 30 beyond my master's degree. So next, what I'm going to do is just kind of tell you about the process, the application process that I've been going through this month, just to give you an idea of what to expect. So today is April 19th, and just to give you an idea of how quickly this process went, I submitted my application to WGU on April 11th, and like I said, today is April 19th, and I have already completed orientation, and I'm ready to start on May 1st. So just to go through the process, let me just emphasize, so super efficient, everyone super helpful, and the process was just fantastic. But I applied April 11th, and that very same day I received an email telling me how to create my account. And once I was able to create the account and log in, I was able to access the portal, which listed out all the steps that I needed to complete in order to finish my application. It was very helpful. Number one, I recommend get your transcripts in ASAP if you have any. because sometimes universities take a little bit of time to get your transcripts in. Also, I recommend if you're able to send in digital transcripts, even better, because then that can be sent in immediately. And that's what I did with both of my transcripts. I got them digitally sent in, and because of that, by the next day, they were approved. The next thing, and this is teacher oriented, so if you're not a teacher, you probably don't have to do these things, but two other things that I had to complete were a licensure endorsement requirements, and then also teacher licensure memorandum of understanding, which were all both related to teacher licensure and certification and things like that. One of the things that you do need to do is, if you are a certified teacher who is in practice, and you're one of those programs, you're going to have to verify that you are certified, and you're going to have to actually send a copy of that. So make sure you have that ready to submit whenever you start applying. The next thing, big section, is just financial aid, or just how are you going to pay. And financial aid, you want to get that FAFSA submitted as soon as you can, and just make sure you go through all those steps. And the faster you go through that, the faster they're able to get you through the process as well. Just so you know, WGU does have scholarships, which is great, and the scholarship process was so quick and painless. There is one general application for scholarships that you fill out, and then after that you have access to a portal that lists all of the specific scholarships, and filling out the applications for those is super easy. A lot of them were only like 2 or 3 questions that you needed to answer, and so something that might help go through it more quickly is to maybe set the filter to help you decide and pick out which ones you actually qualify for. I will say though, there were a couple scholarships that when I used the filter, they weeded them out, but I did qualify for them. So maybe you don't want to use the filter. Maybe just go through it really carefully, and I promise you it doesn't really take much time at all. Very simple process. I would say it's maybe 30 minutes, definitely less than an hour though. Totally worth it if you're able to get scholarships. And basically, the more you apply for, the better chance you have of getting one. I think, if I remember correctly though, you're only able to take one of the scholarships. So if you get multiple scholarship offers, you'll have to choose one. But that's fine, because, you know, it's better to have one scholarship than none, right? So it's totally worth it. So after I finished all the financial things, I had to wait to get my award letter and all of that, and then you had to submit your financial aid plan. Make sure you do that. I don't think I actually even got like a direct email telling me to check the status, so just make sure you're checking your status every day, especially if you're wanting to expedite the process and go through it quickly. And then I believe after that, kind of like in between that, you're gonna schedule your intake interview, and basically that's just a chance for you to speak with your enrollment counselor about the university and just about any questions that you have about the program and how it works. I found it extremely helpful, and my enrollment counselor was readily available. He responded to all my questions within the same day. So he's very helpful within 24 hours for sure, because sometimes I would ask questions later in the day and you can't expect someone to respond to that. But within 24 hours, they definitely responded to any questions that I had. And so finally, today, April 19th, I was cleared, so I got all of my stuff in and everything was approved, and so I was able to have access to orientation, which actually opened up April 15th for everyone. The thing is, you have to get your orientation complete before you start classes the following month. Another thing you want to keep in mind is you need to get all your financial stuff done by the 22nd in order to start your course of study the next month. So because I'm planning to start May 1st, I needed to get all of my financial stuff squared away by April 22nd, which I barely made it, because it's the 19th. It's very close, but my enrollment counselor really helped me speed through that process much more quickly. But yeah, so far I only have great things to say about my experiences in WGU. but I'm going to have a lot more to update you on, especially once I actually start classes on May 1st. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. How long does the orientation take? Well, I started the orientation at 5:30 today, and then I ended at around 8. So plan to have maybe about 2.5 to 3 hours set aside to get that orientation done before you start your classes on May 1st. So that is all I have for now. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or comment below. And stay tuned for what is next in my experiences as a new WGU student. See ya.